Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into something that could be the missing piece to your daily routine. Making space for reflective thinking. Now, hear me out. I was a huge skeptic of reflective thinking. I thought I didn't have time for it. But once I just tried it out, as any true skeptic does, I'm like, test this out for a few weeks. I was literally shocked at the difference that it made in my life and in my business, in my happiness, literally everything. So that's what we're talking about today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Flora, certified simplification coach and 7-time author. And for over 27 years, I've been helping women like you align into a life and a business that you are wildly obsessed with by helping you clear out the 9 types of clutter, keeping you from a life that you love. What are those 9 types of clutter? They are mental, spiritual, emotional, digital, financial, daily, body, process, and everybody say it with me, environmental clutter. And today's episode focuses on mental and daily clutter. So I want to start today's episode with a quote from Anne Lemmet. And she says, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Now, think about that for a second. When your phone glitches, what's the first thing that you do? Typically, you turn it off, you turn it back on again. When your Wi-Fi stops working, you reset the router. But when you feel overwhelmed, maybe you feel unfocused, maybe you're really scattered in your thinking. Also, maybe you have a creative job and you're kind of creatively stuck. Most people's first instinct might be just to push through and I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep trying. I'm just going to sit here and just make it work. But what we really should do is pause. We should take just a beat for just a moment. And this is why so many people get and stay stuck, because you're doing more, but you're getting less clarity. You're getting less clear, and you're making less progress, and you're also getting more frustrated. I see this all the time in the people that I coach. I typically work with high-achieving women entrepreneurs who are in the multiple 6 figures and 7-figure range. They're leaders of their companies, they're professionals, and they're also so busy working in their businesses or in their life that they rarely have a chance to step back and work on their businesses or on their life. They're constantly reacting instead of intentionally deciding on what matters. And I want to be clear about one thing. Reflective thinking is not about daydreaming. It's about decluttering your mind. And this is one of the things, again, that I hear so often with the people that I coach is they're like, I'm so successful in my companies or my company and in my life, but I feel like I'm just so clogged up with so much stuff. And of course, you're high achieving. You're a doer. You do. However, pausing and reflective thinking and you just basically taking a beat for a moment almost feels like it's a waste of time, and it almost feels like maybe daydreaming, and it's like, but no, reflective thinking is not about daydreaming. It's about decluttering your mind so that you can, 1, identify what's actually moving the needle in your life and in your business. 2, catch yourself before you fall into old patterns of busyness. I have multiple podcasts about the difference between busy work and productive work, or busy actions versus productive actions. 3rd, you reconnect with your deeper goals instead of getting lost in the distractions, which is very, very easy to do. And also to create space for innovation, for fresh ideas, and allow yourself to really say, okay, so what's the real problem here? What am I trying to solve? What problem am I trying to solve in my life and in my business? And like I said, most people don't make time for reflective thinking or even just reflection in general because they feel like that they need to be doing something productive. You need to be doing. But here's the thing, reflective thinking is productive because it helps you to simplify, align, and amplify your results. So how is it productive? Well, It helps you to create that space that you need in your, like literally everything, in your brain, in your day, in your energy, so that you can step back and assess what is actually working so that you can make intentional decisions instead of making reactive ones. Now, without it, you're constantly in motion, but you're not necessarily moving in the right direction. And, I just mentioned that it's going to help you simplify, align, and amplify your results. Well, how does it do that? Well, for one, it can help you simplify because reflection helps you to clear out the noise so that you can identify what's unnecessary in your life and in your business so that you can focus on what actually moves the needle. Instead of filling your time with busy work, you actually gain so much clarity on what truly matters, both in your life and in your business. I have tons of podcast episodes about this and so many videos about this same exact thing to help you to remove the unnecessary and only having what's necessary so that you will start to see results right away. Also, by doing that, it's going to help you align because when you pause to reflect, you start to reconnect with your goals and you reconnect with your values and you reconnect with your vision so that you stop running on autopilot and you start making better choices that truly align with your bigger picture and what you actually want in your life and in your business. But when you're constantly going, you start to get misaligned in your life. And then before you know it, months go by and you're like, oh my gosh, how the heck did I get way the heck over here? And lastly, it helps you to amplify your results because the more clear that you are, the more effective your actions become. You're not going to be as scattered, if scattered at all. You're not going to be second guessing. You're actually going to be focused. You're going to be strategic, and you're going to be moving with intention. And the actions that you take are going to have a greater impact with less effort. This is why the people that do this have so much free time because they're like, whoa, I've cut out all this unnecessary stuff. Now I have 3 extra hours in my day that I can go do whatever the heck I want. So again, reflection isn't about doing nothing. It's about creating that clarity that actually fuels meaningful action. And that's where the real progress happens. So where does clutter show up and how can you clear it by doing this particular thing? So again, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't really, or you feel like you don't really have time to reflect on what's going on, again, chances are clutter is getting in the way. Now, for example, mental clutter. This is the constant thoughts that are swirling about in your head and you're overanalyzing everything and you rarely feel clear. The second thing is digital clutter. You probably have a million tabs open on your computer. You probably have never-ending notifications coming in on all your devices. And you also have tons of digital noise that's pulling your attention away from everything constantly. And I see this all the time with my entrepreneurial clients. The third type of clutter is daily clutter. This is truly rushing from one task or one thing to another. And you're always so busy, but it feels like that you're never making any progress. And you're just like, oh, how do I fix this? We fix this by creating space. We unplug. So this week, I want you to do a very simple exercise. Y'all know me and my timer. I'm the queen of the 10-minute timer. So pull out your timer. Pull out your planner, whatever it is, if it's a digital planner, if it's a paper planner. And I want you to schedule 10 minutes a day of unplugged, reflective time every single day. No screens, no email, no distraction, no nothing. Just you and a notebook and your thoughts. And I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. You ready? Okay, the first one, what is working in my life and or business right now? Some of you have a business, some of you don't. What's working in my life and business right now? What's working? What is actually working? Often we look at what's not working, like the shit show that is ensuing. We're going to start off with the positive. What is actually working? What is working? Make note of that. The second thing, what's feeling heavy or unnecessary? Again, both in your life and in your business. What's feeling heavy or unnecessary? This is so good. And number 3, if I could simplify one thing today, what would it be? If I could simplify one thing today, what would it be? That's it. Just 10 minutes a day to check in with yourself and ask yourself these questions. And if you have other questions you want to ask yourself, please feel free. But you got to give yourself permission to step back, to just pause for just a second, to make sure that what you're doing is actually in alignment with your yearly goals, your quarterly goals, your monthly goals, your weekly goals. Okay. Now, I have a poll that I use every single week. And there's some people that are just like, nope, I don't plan. Nope, I don't review. Nope. The people that answer nope to everything, you guys are not my people. I don't work with people that are nope people, that don't take action, that aren't coachable, that don't plan, they're just kind of a feather in the wind. They just blow around, drift away, and do whatever. I work with people that truly want to create a life that they are wildly obsessed with. There's a reason why I say that. I know I've said this in several of my videos. My clients are obsessed with their life. They love having a life that they feel in charge of, that they are, again, wildly obsessed with. They love their careers. They love their clients. They love their jobs. They love their hobbies. They love their home. They love their partner. They love their friends. They love their community. They absolutely love their freaking life. And I work with people who love their life, but want it to be even better. They want it to be even better. So if you are not allowing yourself 10 minutes a day, or if you're not even willing to entertain the idea of 10 minutes a day, please click off and unsubscribe. Because again, I play hardball here, okay? This is not go big or go home. This is, let's take one little baby step every single day. And if you're not willing to take one baby step every single day to create and have the life that you want, you are not my people. And some of you, those of you who have been around for a long time, you know, I mean business, okay? I do this work because I care about you, but I only care about you as much as you care about you, okay? And the work that I do changes lives. And I'm not saying that from a place of egotisticalness or whatever. I'm saying that because I have witnessed it for the last 27 years. And those people who have the life and a business that they truly are wildly obsessed with will make 10 minutes. They'll make 10 minutes in their schedule. And they will say, you know what? I'm not happy with this part of my life. Let me just get curious about why that is. And they set their timer for 10 minutes and they sit down with a piece of paper or a notebook or a journal or whatever. And they're like, okay, what's working? What's not working? What am I doing that's feeling cumbersome or that's unnecessary? And if I could simplify one thing today, what might that be? Another thing that I always ask my clients is what clutter might get in the way, or what things might get in the way of your ability to be able to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish? Like what might get in the way? And you can kind of circumvent those things before they even happen. And you plan for success. You plan for the plot twists. And you roll with the punches. You allow yourself to just navigate and get curious about all the little plot twists that happen in your life, and you overcome everything. So again, this is not about just 10 minutes. Those 10 minutes truly can change your life forever. And again, you're going to be amazed at how much clarity and alignment will come with just one small shift. So if you want my help with this and you want to take this a step further, I've opened up spots in my calendar for complimentary sessions. I will help you sift through, again, what's working, what's not working, and you're going to walk away with a clear and simplified plan just for you. This is not a cookie cutter session. This is truly a time where we look at you specifically, what you got going on, what you want to have going on, and I help you clear out the unnecessary. Well, I help you identify the unnecessary and then clear that out. So if this is you, also, if you want to work with me privately for the next year to completely up-level your life, click the link. Let's jump on a call. Let's talk. I do have a couple spots open. But again, this is not for someone who is not coachable. This is not for someone who is, as my best friend says, a fart in the wind. I don't work with people like that. I work with people who are in it to win it, who truly want to have a life and a business that you are wildly obsessed with. So let me know in the comments, what is one thing that you can let go of today to create more space for clarity and intention in your life? And if you found today's episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you know every single time an episode is released. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Mwah!